On this episode of DPV, we try to get another Super Beetle Convertible going.
I'm not sure how long Ben has had this, but it's been sitting here a while, and I believe it had like an engine fire or something. Maybe not. Look, the wires are all intact, but it's been sitting here with no air filter. This one might be a little tougher, but it is it's got the mechanical fuel pump, so we won't be dealing with the same type of fuel issues. Other than that, I don't know much about this car. But what I do know is Ben has helped Alex and I out on about 10 million projects. So it's time that we get one of his running, and I'm pretty excited about that. Well, that was a little more of a workout than I was ready for the day, but it's all good. Got her in here. The steering wheel is locked. We can't get the key to turn, but there's a key. There's a key.
There's a key.
Don't know if it's the right one, but anyway, we're gonna get this engine bay kind of cleaned up a little bit before we tear into it. There's a lot of junk in here, and we'll see if it rotates. I guess that's the first step. And then go from there.
Oh, I was gonna cover the carb, but. Good news, there's a Volkswagen engine under all that.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull the plug so it's a little easier to turn over, and probably gotta lube the cylinders anyway. But we'll get those plugs pulled and check back in with you.
All right, Josh is about as the spark plugs out. I'm gonna pull the carburetor because there's junk in it. What size is it? That one.
There we go. This is about what they all look like. There is a little bit of pitting on some too, so we probably got some moisture in the cylinders, but yeah, he's gonna get that carb pulled off, and we might squirt a little something in the cylinders and then start turning on that bolt. Some kind of penetrating fluid?
Yeah, probably.
Luber finer.
It smells like Sherman's for some reason to me.
Like the store Sherman's?
Mm-hmm. Dropped in that. Oh no.
I went to the bathroom, got a snack, swapped the battery on the camera. It came back and it's not done yet.
One bolt. Okay, I need. Not these. Where do my channing box go?
Sweet. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Now wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. You're there, man.
See what I was saying on where that sat on here, on this one?
Yeah. Yep.
So got the carburetor off. It was pretty junked up here with moss and stuff, and I don't know if it'll open. Oh yeah, it's
Choke's locked up.
Choke's locked up. But this butterfly down here was shut, and so it looks pretty clean, and there was nothing inside the intake runner. So
aside from water.
Yeah, they probably got some water in there, but there might have been enough buildup of like dirt and stuff that water. I don't know. Maybe Josh has a breaker bar right there. He's gonna try to Hulk Mini 9000.
Let's check the oil real quick.
See if there's oil in it.
Oh, I sprayed some lubrifiner on this side. You want to try to hit those two holes?
Yeah. Oh, you got yeah, it's got a cannon on it. Yeah. Lube the outside of the intake. That's probably super helpful.
Let's just tighten the bolt. She's locked up.
You know movie?
Locked up tight. Found some of this, so we're going to go ahead and throw this down the intake. Alex was saying earlier that the problem with these flat engines is put the like whatever penetrating oil that you want to put down into the cylinders, because they're flat, you're not going to get like the top side of the rings. So we might not be able to break this free without pulling the motor out, but we're going to dump this down it, wait a little bit, see if we can get this thing to do a rotation. If not, time for plan B. All right, this is where we're at. We don't have 2 hours to kind of wait for that penetrating fluid to do its job, and then we could wait 2 hours and it could still not turn over. So plan B, we've got another motor sitting on a stand over there. It does turn over.
It's a 1300 single port, about 50 horse in its day, and I think it'll do just what we need it to do in here. We're not looking to race it or do anything like that, and yeah, might as well throw it in. And I have heard this run at one time in my life, so I do know it's a runner. So we could drop it in, and in the 2 hours we wait for that, we can have a motor in. Yeah, and then if we ever want to build this one, we can. It'll be out, and we can pull it apart and go back to a dual port. But yeah, so let's get this thing pulled out, I guess. Yeah. All right, top bolt is out. The other top bolt was already missing. Alex is pulling the last two down here. Got one out.
You got one out?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need any support?
Mm-mm.
No?
Not yet.
Okay. Sweet deal.
Are we hitting that front tin?
The tin's hard up.
What?
The tin is hard up.
Against that?
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta get that tin off.
Okay. Hey, bud.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Dad, have you even looked for any text on your phone yet?
Not recently. We did. It wouldn't start. We had to push it. Wish you were here so you could have driven it. Hey, Zeke, be real careful. There's poop everywhere in that yard. And it's ginormous. Did it go good? Here. Look like you had it.
Yeah, I thought I had it. You alright?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell if that hit your leg or not.
No, it didn't go.
I'll get back under there. Come down or?
There. Now I think it's free.
Okay.
Yeah, come down.
Thumbs up.
All right, we got the motor out, and the world record for the for a Volkswagen motor out and back in is like 1:06. We were just a hair off that pace with like 2 hours to get it out. So hopefully with the reinstall, we really make up that time and can get us down to 1.5 minutes. So after we moved everything, it actually came out pretty quick. So we're gonna try to get this thing dressed or undressed so that it'll slide in, and then we'll see if we can get it to spark off.
Yeah.
All right.
So, got to get the exhaust off. I think that's about it, right?
Yeah.
So,
It doesn't have that lower tin.
and then get it off the stand somehow. We'll just have to Hercules it.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of like lifting, jerking motion with our back. Before we get to throwing that motor in, we are going to, mud daubers. We're going to check the starter because it's a lot easier to change when there's not all this in your way. And we're gonna hook it to a battery and see if she spins. And I'm gonna put my face really close to the starter so if it does engage and blow up, the moneymaker's destroyed. All right, hit it. Oh, it went out. Okay. Don't forget your accelerator cable. Ask me why I know. Dude, we watched the videos of those 4 dudes doing it in a minute. What are we doing wrong?
They had it on jack stand already.
I think it's just right there. I think we just gotta. I think I gotta get underneath it now.
All right, so we're about like this close to having the engine and transmission mated, but this is like 1966 to 1970 engine, and that's what clutch is on there. And we have learned that 71 and later, the clutches are different, and the throwout bearing is a different thickness, basically. And the clutch has to match the throwout bearing. So that's our issue, we're thinking. So we're gonna need to pull this out a little bit and drop it down to pull the clutch off. We don't have to pull it completely out of the engine bay. And then get that clutch put on there. So hopefully by the end of the night we can have this thing bolted in there. So tomorrow morning, try to get this thing fired off. All right, here you can see side by side how they're quite a bit different looking. So this is one we're putting in. This is not the right one.
So the flywheel gland nut is on there with a lot of torque. Don't know what it is, but
I was standing on it and it didn't move.
we were standing on this. It is 1 7/16. It's probably something else in metric, but we have this bad boy. Chicago pneumatic. We're gonna put this to this. Dad, if this is wrong and you're watching, I'm sorry, but I feel like it's right because more horsepower is.
It's always the answer.
Like if it.
We're trying to surprise you here, you know.
If it. Here's the thing. If we weren't trying to surprise him, he'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, you do this," and like, "Oh, I got a tool for that." But yeah.
Instead, we'll just do it the hard way.
Yeah.
some oil? You got the air on.
We thought we were doing plate, but this is gonna be way faster. So,
If it works.
if it works. So what we did was we took a chain, we bolted it to the ring gear, and then it's, or flywheel, I guess. Still ring gear. And then we put a bolt over here to the motor, and so as this turns, this chain should get tight, and then it should stop it from turning anymore.
Let's see if it works.
Let's see if it works. If it does,
We're freaking genius. Yep.
it worked. That was way faster than plate.
Yep.
That is a good thing to remember.
Yeah. Here we are.
Tech tip. I mean, if you've already put the motor in about 4 times, I'm gonna guess if you're a Volkswagen guy, you have the tool that Volkswagen makes a thing that slides on here that has some teeth on it that so this can't turn. But if you're like us and
Like to do everything the hard way.
don't know where that part is,
Sweet.
sweet. I'm a little surprised that worked actually. I'm sure there's a torque spec for that.
All right. Motor's in. Just a little recap. We didn't film much. We had to change the generator out to the alternator.
12 volt.
So yeah, because the generator is 6 volt. So basically we had to take like the whole fan assembly off. Did the clutch, and it was a struggle to get that thing lined up on the transmission splines. But we got her.
Yeah, it's a little behind schedule, but hopefully tomorrow we come up with some fuel, some fire, and yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, we gotta get the exhaust.
Oh, and it's exhaust.
Back up. Yeah. Got about 5 hours available tomorrow, so might be able to make it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, see you bright and early. All right, we are back at it. And
Trying to cobble together whatever we can find.
we got to get quite a few things bolted back on this thing, and then hopefully fire it off.
You won't find it in many manuals, but the lap rebuild is preferred method here. And when I say rebuild, we're not using any new parts, so just kind of take it apart. Everything looked good in here. All the jets look clear.
I'm working on cap, rotor, kind of stuff. Couldn't find the cap that was on this thing. So I stole one off another motor, but now looking at it, it is not the right one. We gotta find that one. Dang it. Everybody stop looking, I found it. All of the wires were broke, so we're gonna use the wires off that engine. Hopefully they don't break. Let me put them in.
Hopefully that distributor works for 12 volt. Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, exhaust is hooked up. Got our electrical kind of figured out. This is basically our key because we can't get the key to work. So this will bring power to everything. We robbed a cap off another motor we found because it had better spark plug wires. Checked the oil. It was a little low, so we topped that off. And then we got our starter exciter wire there. So we're just gonna give it a little drink and see what happens.
Without putting gas in it, should we just see it turns over?
Sure.
Sweet. Turns over.
Yep.
Doesn't turn very fast.
Did all right.
All right.
Coil should be hot now.
I'm not gonna hold this, but I will put this right.
Right?
Yeah, we'll just spark it off the fuel pump because that sounds like it. Yep, we got spark there. Not a lot of spark, but
Okay.
enough, I think. Should we see if our cap and rotor are good? Oh yeah, we already got spark.
Yeah?
Yeah, now it must have been right there because it just went. Spark. If you turn it upside down when you pull it, really helps your level.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, wait. All right, it's full.
Don't wait too long. Don't overfill it.
Don't overfill.
Can you get it in the vent tube?
Let me get the choke on. There we go. Yeah, go. I'm gonna tighten. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry, I hit the vice grip. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Forgot the vice grip was hot. Dude, I'm sorry.
What?
Well, that just could have been dangerous.
I mean, it could have been, but I was alright. It's like it's blowing out the carburetor gasket, but I got it tightened down, so we'll see if that works.
Alright.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah, let me throw it real quick.
Huh?
Okay, yeah.
Is that it trying to fire?
Yeah, but it's firing back through the intake. So we 180 out on our.
We never touched the distributor, but. Okay, so we need to verify timing.
Yeah, it's like trying to fire through. Like it's.
Alright, timing's wrong then.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna reassess here.
Oh, and
So what we did was pulled the number 1 spark plug out, and I stuck my thumb on the hole. Alex turned it over and lined up the timing mark where it should be top dead center, number 1, and I just sealed it up with my thumb so we could feel compression and know that we're not on exhaust stroke. And definitely had the wires in the wrong spot or the distributors in a different position than like on the red car, so. Should work a lot better now.
now it's just gonna bark off.
Yeah.
All right, no fuel down that.
Yeah?
Yep. I feel like I'm putting in a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Choking it at all?
The choke plate's all the way closed. I'm
Okay.
not choking my hand.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. It's a runner! Yeah, dude! Oh, it's in gear.
It is?
Yeah.
Whoops.
And we got. Was that tire spinning?
No.
I didn't clean out any of the idle circuits, so I think it's just gonna run on. And this carb is leaking bad. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
This engine has been on that stand for as long as I can remember.
And the first time you came over, you're about in 4th grade.
Yeah, that is insane.
The carburetor needs to be gone through again. It is leaking everywhere, but we need to dress up some things, but might need to... Do you want to see if it'll run off a fuel pump?
Yeah, we're gonna hook that up real quick and see if it sucks some fuel.
It's leaking out of
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Ready?
Yep. It's leaking out of the fuel pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So this needs some gaskets, but fuel pump can be put on, can be changed. We don't have to, I mean, yeah, it's a runner. Another weekend's worth of work. Finish up this little stuff.
Yeah. Weekend worth of work. I think we can have it driving.
Yeah.
I mean, transmission works. It was in gear.
Yeah. Sweet. So, like Josh was saying, this motor's been sitting here for well over 20 years, and this car has been here for probably close to 15. And is it pretty? No, but it runs. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get out there, get it going, throw some gas down the carb, crank the key over, and just let it make some noise. Like it's the best feeling when something just fires up after sitting dormant for so long. And yeah, you're gonna run into some struggles maybe, or you have to piece some stuff together, but get out there and start wrenching on your projects. Like that, a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it gives you like a huge boost of motivation when you actually hear it run.
Oh yeah.
Like now I want to get this thing on the road.
Yeah, now that it runs, like, oh yeah, coming out here and spending a weekend to get the interior done is like all the more motivation to like, yeah, because you throw the interior in it, you can drive it.
Yeah.
Or we still need to clean up the fuel system, replace the fuel pump, rebuild the carb, probably blow out some lines. Hopefully that tank doesn't look like the last Volkswagen tank we did. But I mean, another $300-400 and a couple weekends worth of work, and we're gonna hopefully have this old bug on the underpower tour this year.
Heck yeah.
You see this?
Your shop's clean? You got a new bug in?
Have you been working on it?
Yeah, just a second.
Oh, this didn't have an engine in it, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it didn't.
Have you been fooling with this, Al?
Yeah,
Does it run?
yeah.
Really?
I mean, come in and look at it.
Get that running?
That motor is the one that's in here.
What motor?
That 1200 that sat on that engine stand forever.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, baby girl. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Dada!
The 1600 that was in this,
Yeah?
frozen. 4-foot pipe breaker bar,
Nothing?
nothing. So we did a motor swap. We swapped out, Josh and I,
Oh, really?
we swapped the clutches out, because you have to do that when you switch from a 6-volt to a 12-volt. So we put the 12-volt clutch on here,
You mean flywheel?
or flywheel, what I say, clutch?
Yeah.
It is also the clutch. The clutch is different as well. We switched out the clutch and the flywheel, and yeah, it runs. We have video of it running. It's not perfect, but it's... We had it running. The key is frozen, but we're wired around the ignition. Oh, did I turn? Maybe I turned that off. Oh, yeah, this right here. Huh. Hey, guess what? It's gonna fire up now.
None of them are open. None of them are.
Ready?
Yeah.
Huh. But it runs.
It runs.
And I think Josh and I and you and one more weekend.
All right, I'll buy the kit that comes from
We're not. It might not have. I mean, we can do
The
some.
kit has all 4-wheel.
Oh yeah, we gotta do all the brakes. But in a weekend, we're gonna get this going, and you're gonna have a little cruise around town bug.
There you go.
All right, well there you have it. Kind of surprised the old guy. We got the 1200 inside the old Super Beetle Convertible for Mom. We got some more videos coming on this. We're gonna do brakes, maybe a top cleanup, lots of cleanup needed. But just shows if you have just a couple hours and grab a couple buddies, and you can do quite a bit of wrenching on, which is a couple hours, even if you don't know anything. So yeah, get out there, wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. Until next time.